Next step, I'm going to take this spring off. These springs cost quite a bit of money. They're about $5 a piece. And it seems like every time I work on one of these things, I end up breaking a spring. So here's a pen right here, except for my pliers I grabbed are not grabbing that pen. Let me find my pliers. Stand by. Here's a different pair of pliers. I actually ground them off so they're flat, and it helps you when you're loosening up nuts and stuff. There's the pen. Trying to get the spring out. Here's the suspension spring. I told you in the past, with this type of system, if you knew the clock was running in the past, if you take and put a scribe along here, that way when you take this off, you can match it back up with the scribe. And with me having the spring off and activating the pendulum, I could see that it's not jumping teeth. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's not jumping teeth. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that scribe on there. That way when I take it apart, I could put it back together by lining up the scribe. That's good enough. Now I need to take the power down on this clock. And if you have a letdown key, that is great. But if you don't have a letdown key, you can use a dowel with a slot in it. I just happen to have a letdown key, but it's not big enough. This is the letdown key. And it will not fit over that arbor. Here's my letdown key right here. You take a wooden dowel, you put a slot in it to allow the key to drop in it, but you also want to drill a hole in it to allow the shaft of the key to fit down in the hole. You find a key that fits on. don't quite have one yet. I'm going to have to get some more keys out. And then what you're going to want to do is turn the key, put some power on it, and this right here is called a click. You want to move the click out of the way and then allow the letdown key to turn in your hand. So let's see if we could do this on camera. I really need 3 hands. I got the click out of the way and the key is able to turn. Now I have to do the same thing to the other side. Putting pressure on it, moving the click out of the way, and then letting it down. That didn't have that much power on it. So now the power is released. There, I moved the click out of the way. The power is released. I could go ahead and take this movement apart. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to clean this thing up and then put it back together. A little pin here that needs to come out of this hole to allow this lever here to come out. I like taking the rack and snell off first. And it's the easiest way to take a movement apart. This one's got a pin in it also, the rack. So now the rack can come off. Of course, the snail can't come off until I get that clip out of the way. Now, I don't know if I can do that on camera or not. Yeah, there we go. It's off. A little C-type clip. And the washer that goes on there. So now the snail can come off. This gear here can come off. And so Now I can start taking the there's another pin here that needs to come out. Little bitty pins. It has got to do with the rack stop lever. So now I'm going to go ahead and take these nuts off. And if you don't have a nut driver, that's what the flat tip pliers are for. But I'm going to finish taking this movement apart, clean it up off camera, and we'll get back to you. Hope you're enjoying this video. God bless.